What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about things you can only do in Norway. So, today, I want to take a look at this Reddit discussion where somebody asked, what can you do in Norway that you can't do in the United States? So, as an American, I am really curious to hear about this. So many of us Americans really think that the United States is just the greatest place on earth, but apparently there are a lot of things that you can't even do here, but you can do in Norway. So let's take a look at some of these. Starting with, in Norway, you can get your tax return electronically and already filled out for you for free. What? What? Wait, what? Okay, now I understand. Things that Norway has got going on that we have not figured out here in America. Tax returns, you can do tax returns online in America. Thank goodness. You don't have to do it on paper anymore. But already filled out? Already filled out? Really? How? Based on last year, I guess? That's very convenient. And for free? How is it free? How are you doing that? What? Any tax return software or website in America, you have to give them some of your tax return. You got to pay them to do your taxes for sure. Wow. Well, that's cool. What the heck? Why haven't we figured that out? Things you can only do in Norway. You can make kiwi puns. Well, inside kiwi? Kiwi? Like the fruit? A kiwi? What is a kiwi pun? What? Huh? Instructions unclear. Angry New Zealand birds. Yeah, a kiwi. What does this mean? A kiwi is either a fruit or that is a word for someone from New Zealand, right? What does any of that have to do with Norway? I have no idea what this means. I am totally confused. Feel free to leave a comment and explain. Any Norwegians out there, if you know what this means, make a kiwi pun while inside kiwi? What? You can feed a kiwi inside of a kiwi. Okay, I don't know. No idea. In Norway, you can get sick for weeks without it affecting your income. Oh my god. That's such a massive difference between America and Norway. This is definitely something you can't do in America. You have a limited amount of days you can be sick in America. It's ridiculous to even say out loud, right? And if you're sick more than the amount of time you're allowed, you stop getting paid, and eventually you'd get fired. Like if you just couldn't show up for work, you just lose your job. Like, wow. In Norway, you can walk at night in any part of town and feel relatively safe. Really? Any part of town? All over Norway? That's incredible if that's true. That says something about Norwegian culture, really. Norwegian society, if you feel that safe. Well, Norway is kind of famous for having very, very low crime, right? Compared to the rest of the world. In America, you can be safe. Like in a lot of our small or medium-sized towns and cities, you feel pretty safe. Still, though, in most towns and cities in America, there's always some part of town that's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like the poor part of town, the ghetto, It's a very strange phenomenon in lots of American towns where there's just always one bad part of town. I don't know why it has to be like that. In Norway, you pitch and sleep in a tent in any forest without getting chased. Well, funny enough, this is a cool perk in Norway. I think you guys have the right to roam, where you can explore and camp basically anywhere. You can't go on other people's property in America, but the funny thing is, we don't really camp. We don't really get into nature and hike. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter in America that we don't have this, but yeah, it is cool in Norway. You can just uh, camp anywhere, basically, explore. Norway is much better for exploring and camping, though. Like the country of Norway has all this amazing nature and geography. Lots of the United States is just boring. No one would want to explore that. So yeah, I can live with that one. Things you can only do in Norway is have a baby without being billed, even if you stay a couple nights in the hospital infant ward. This is right up there with Norwegian working. Like you can be sick and it's okay. In Norway, the healthcare you can have a baby without getting charged. That's I think most Americans when you have a baby, you can expect to pay $3,000 to $5,000. I think if you have a complication with your baby, it's going to be more. It's going to be thousands of dollars. It's honestly very expensive. Without health insurance, it would be like $30,000. So we're getting a big discount. We're told. In Norway, it's just you don't get sent a bill. That would be so weird. Oh my God, yeah, yeah. There's quite a few things that you can do in Norway that you can't have in America, like free healthcare and in Norway you can hand off the kid to a good college at 18 years old without having to save up. How? Oh, isn't university free in Norway? Is that possible? Is that possible that college or university in Norway is free? I feel like I've heard that. That just sounds so impossible to me. Is that. How do you do that? How does Norway just have this all so figured out? The idea of not saving for college. In America, when you're a parent, it's like a trope. It's something that you're told to do when you have a baby. Start saving for their college from the moment they're born. And even when you get to college, most people have to take out very large loans from the bank. The college, I mean, at a nice university in America, you could pay 20,000 a semester. God, you could spend like $100,000 going to college. That'd be a very, very, very nice college. But there's some cheaper colleges in America. You can do like $30,000. Still, that's an outrageous amount of money for a 18-year-old to have. We just make it work somehow. It's not good. In Norway, you can go on paid vacation 5 weeks a year with a clear conscience and acceptance from your job. 5 weeks. In America, the standard is 2 weeks. 2 weeks vacation if you're lucky. That's a very good deal if your job gives 2 weeks of paid vacation. That's considered very, very good. In Norway, it's over twice as much. Because I think in Norway, you guys know that it's important to keep your workers happy. Man. Yeah. Paid vacation? Yeah, I can't believe what I'm reading. In Norway, you can walk literally anywhere in nature and never mind anyone owning the land. In America, you would be scared to just walk in people's property, especially in America, where a lot of people in the middle of nowhere have guns for self protection. I would feel like I'm in danger if I walked on someone's property. If you're in Texas or something, like they have the right to shoot people if they trespass. So it couldn't be more different, actually. Eating raw eggs is no problem regarding salmonella. Really? This is not what I expected. In Norway, you can eat raw eggs. That is really cool. That's cool, but I don't know if I'd want to do that. That's interesting. Do Norwegians enjoy raw eggs? It's probably good for you. I've heard like bodybuilders do that. It sounds disgusting and very dangerous in America because of food poisoning, salmonella. Norway has like the most clean eggs, I guess. Impressive. You can drink tap water in Norway. And I'm guessing your tap water is a lot better. In America, our tap water tastes horrible. It tastes terrible. There's so much like, what is it? There's a chemical in it. Fluoride? Fluoride in the water. Yeah. Not, maybe chlorine? I think fluoride. It tastes horrible. Nobody just drinks tap water in America. It's pretty disgusting in most places. In big cities in America, your water is can look a different color. In Norway, you can just drink the tap. Well, that's a luxury. In Norway, you get 48 weeks of paternity leave. 48 weeks. 48? I can't even process this. 48. That's like a year. That's like a year. A year? That's insane. Norway is insane. What is happening? In America, men don't get any time off, really. You can like use your vacation. Women can get 2 to 3 months. Norwegians get a year. And you can come back to your job and you get paid. And you get paid. Unbelievable. Oh my God. This is crazy. Okay. In Norway, you study for no cost, right? You can get a master's degree for free, maybe a little fee. The education's free. The healthcare is free. Well, you guys have to pay taxes to cover. Your taxes pay for a lot of this stuff, but I would love for my taxes to go towards healthcare and education. I have no idea where my taxes go in America. No idea. I would it would be a great feeling knowing my taxes are paying for my healthcare. I would love that. In Norway, you let kids go to the soccer field or the school on their own. Wow. This used to be more common in America a couple decades ago. But now you really can't let your kids, like small children under 10, you really can't let them walk too many places alone. In some area in America, sometimes that's considered child abuse. I've heard that. You can get in trouble for letting your child walk alone to school. It's not even that it's unsafe. It's just people have gotten really weird in America about it. So I like this in Norway. Kids can just walk places. It's safe. They have responsibility. It's good. You can get a speeding ticket and have a selfie with the police officer. What? Why? Okay. That's fun. Okay. You can get a selfie with the Norwegian police. They've done that. Okay. I would not advise that in America. That would probably piss them off. You can literally get free treatment in the hospital in the emergency room. And the ambulance is no extra charge. Wow. Yeah, in America, I know people who have avoided calling the ambulance because of how expensive it is. It's thousands of dollars. You really don't go to the emergency room unless you have to go. because that's going to be thousands of dollars. Yeah, Americans really don't go to the hospital unless it's absolutely necessary, even if something feels wrong, because it's a lot of people can't afford it. As long as you have health care insurance, you're probably going to be okay. But it's very stressful. Man. Yeah, there's quite a lot of things in Norway that you have in Norway that we do not have in America. Like, I never realized how many things. It's pretty insane. In Norway, you can hike in the mountains without being worried about bears or snakes. Really? Is there anything in Norway that is scary? Like a moose or reindeer or... No snakes in Norway? Is that true? There's no bears or snakes. Really? Huh. That's interesting. You just don't have those. Okay. You can wear hiking pants and a knitted sweater in the office. You can go for a whale safari. What does that mean? Like seeing whales? For fun, I guess? That's cool. You can take a walk in 700-year-old buildings. That's something cool about Norway. The history. Norway has history. America is a relatively young country. We don't have a lot of old stuff. So it's really cool, the Norwegian historical buildings and churches and stuff. And wow, man, that was a great list. Is there anything else here? What you can't do in America, but you can do in Norway is you can lead a quality life regardless of your occupation. Okay. The quality of life in Norway is so much better than the United States. Really? I know people that work at the grocery store that own a house, have enough money to go on vacations, own a decent car. This is impossible in the United States. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. If you work at a grocery store in the United States, you're probably renting a small apartment. You have a crappy little car. It's very, very difficult to get by. And in American companies, there's very little government oversight. So American companies pay the lowest amount that they can. They have the worst benefits possible. It's very hard in America if you don't work at a really quality company. There's a lot of very bad companies that don't care about the employees. Fast food places and stuff. And so in Norway, you could own a house. That's incredible. That is an amazing thing about Norway, Norwegian culture. That is amazing. That you can own a house if you're just working as a cashier or something. Like, you can go on vacations. You can have a decent car. So many Americans are living paycheck to paycheck in poverty, really, like, probably depressed, like, really unhappy. And this is why. That's amazing. America really has so much we could learn from Norway, I think. So I think that's a good place to stop. My goodness, this was really educational, really eye-opening, actually. There's so many things Norway is doing, so many things Norway has that we do not have in America. I never really realized. So this was actually really good to hear. A lot of more Americans should learn about this, I think. Wow. So anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. If you're Norwegian, feel free to give your opinion on any of this or any things in Norway that we don't have in America. That'd be really cool to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway and learning about Norwegian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.